I am super excited to share with you the course that I have finally finished. It's taken me about 9 to 10 months to create, and I've actually spent the last 2 months heavily invested in finishing this off. First of all, the course was a mammoth effort. There are almost 80 chapters to it, which includes everything from 30-minute to 60-minute talks or 45-minute talks on the food industry and how that has changed over the years, how to have like a biology lesson and understand how your body works, how we heal at a cellular level, how your mitochondria works, how glucose works, why spikes, hypers and hypos are harmful to us. And really getting our head around all of that, understanding it, because I just found that was not explained to me at all. And it took me months of research to understand it. And at a time where I couldn't really focus or take anything in. So I'm going to show you the course. And it's taken me so long because I know loads of people have been waiting for this. But the trouble is, I have this beautiful um, business hub that I've purchased from Tony Robbins and Danny Grassi as the Mastermind Business Hub that is amazing. And it's like a customer relationship management system where I've uploaded my course and I've created a community so that you can come together and work with each other and work as a group with like-minded, non-judgmental people. And setting up that hub has been just as time consuming and a learning curve and challenging as creating the entire course. So this is an overview. There's actually a few more lessons that I'm just uploading later today. So there's nearly 80 lessons completed. And I'm just going to roughly show you through this, through what I've created. So the mentor's path is broken down into these chapters: the introduction, the fundamentals, the mentor's path, the core part of it, and the course wrap up and bonus chapters. Now, I'm so pleased with what I've done. This is a gift to my children because they have PCOS and diabetes on both of their parents' side now. I've only had it on my mother's side, and boy, has my life been rough. I mean, wow. And menopause, I just felt like I'd been hit in the face with a big cricket bat. Ugh, can't even begin to explain how awful it has been. So what I wanted to do was master this. I didn't want to be like my mom. I don't want my children to be like me. I thought I knew enough from my mom and sisters and aunts' experiences to avoid this, but I didn't. There was things that we just do not absolutely understand about the food industry and our bodies and how they work. So I'm really, really pleased with what I've done with this course. So let me just run you through it briefly. Here's an introduction section. Why invest in the course? Welcome to the course. And I am a qualified IT trainer, so I'm quite used to putting PowerPoint course material things together as well. There's nothing like this on the market. I know I've been looking for it for years. There's nothing like this. And I just thought, do you know what? This is crazy. As diabetics and people with PCOS, we just do not get any support. We get really short, limited meetings with our healthcare providers that are just not substantial enough. So I've put a chapter in here, why listen to me? I'm not a doctor. Who is this course for? Prereqs, and there aren't any, so you're okay. So if you're pre-diabetic, type 1, type 2, PCOS, or, worried that you may become, this is great. It's everything I wish I had had, what I wish I could have given my mother, but at least I can give it to my children and my grandchildren, and they can avoid going through anything like what I have. So I tell you about my story and I go into the course content. So then you've got the fundamentals, getting to know your body, why this approach works, a life-changing journey that is about to begin, evolution, how we've got here, understanding glucose, why spikes are harmful, what is the difference between MMOL and MGDL, and then looking at the different areas specifically, androgen excess in PCOS and everything, why age matters, some of the myths that we can go through, and then we go on to the mentor's path, how to stop cravings, how to get your energy back, addressing lesser talked about symptoms like depression, diabetic depression, burnout, anxiety, and things like that. Hormone balancing, because anything to do with PCOS diabetes is a hormone imbalance. End of. That is the root cause, and that is what we should be addressing, not just the symptoms. looking at lifestyle and diet, looking at the pros and cons of fasting, the truth about sugars and sweeteners, oils, cholesterol, understanding food labels. And then my daughter videoed me going around Waitrose and looking at the food labels on that and how we are conned. My best tip to you is ignore whatever's on the front of a box because it's just marketing to draw you in, lie to you, cheat. And I show you how to break down what's on the back so that you really understand what you're getting. Drink your way to good health. And no, I don't mean an abundance of gin and tonic, but you can have some alcohol. There are ways that you don't have to live a life that's penalized and horrible. If you like a cake, if you like pastries, if you like chocolate, if you like a glass of wine or some alcohol, I talk about how you can do it in a way that doesn't damage you. But you do have to change your lifestyle. You do have to change the order that you eat, how you eat. Um, and this is really crucial. So I go through all of this and don't panic because there is also a fast track. So this is an overload of information. And that is how I felt at the beginning. I was diagnosed, told my pancreas was dead. I've got type 1. My world is over. And I was like, oh, but there's no time with any healthcare. So you have to kind of become your own doctor. You have to become your own nutritional advisor. You have to learn all about food. Suddenly, everything in the supermarket became terrifying to me. So I talk about medical versus holistic treatments. I talk about stress and sleep on your hormones. Stress hits me and my glucose levels far more than anything I eat. I talk about tracking and options with that. Supplements, we can spend a fortune on supplements. So I give you a really good overview and detailed response as to what's worth it, what isn't worth it, where, how to budget and that sort of thing. We have a good look at the food industry and how that has changed since the 50s, how to eat right for health and balance, massive amount of information on nutritional healing. And what I want to do over time is build up some cooking sessions or do some cooking workshops, making food fun again. Top secrets. Now, there are so many wonderful secrets that you can do in order to live a normal, healthy life. So I absolutely love that chapter. I look at dangers in diabetes management. I look at ways that you can prevent diabetic retinopathy, the sure way to make yourself worse. And there's a fast track. So for those of you who are like me, where you had cognitive decline, you listen to a doctor or nurse, by the time they get to the end of a sentence, you're like, what did you say? I just couldn't retain anything. My brain was not working. And I explain why that is and how you can change that. And my brain and body now is better than it was 25 years ago. I feel amazing, and I didn't think this was possible. So I want everyone to feel as great as I feel because this is just amazing. So I've created a fast track, which is a 30-day program that you can all start if you can't take in all the information or you feel overwhelmed by the whole course. And I tell you what ones to do right now and what to do in the first 10 days, day 10 to 20, day 20 to 30, and it's your fast track. Most people can completely turn this around in a month. When my HB1AC was 126 and pricking my fingers gave me a reading of 24, 25, 26, 28, I had reversed all of it pretty much within 10 days. My eyes were so blurry, and actually, I forgot to put my glasses on. I don't even need my glasses anymore. And yet, I was charged extra money for glasses that I didn't even need because it was diabetes. So, all of this I go through in the course. I talk about working out, to go to the gym or not to go to the gym. And do you know, if funds are tight, just don't go. There's other things you can do. I look at other exercises. I give you a running program, a walking program, tips and things that you can do at home. For yoga and meditation, I give you an introduction and I give you a 10-minute session if you're short on time, and I give you a 30-minute session so you can do yoga with me. Follow me for that. I also have put in some mindfulness meditations and some foot and body care. And I've got a brilliant interview recorded in here for you with a podiatrist who has been with the NHS for 30 years. So he's gorgeous. You'll love Ketan. He's absolutely fantastic. So I look at the power of gratitude and affirmations, and that is all part of reprogramming your mindset. And I look at aromatherapy. I'm a qualified aromatherapist, so I give you some things that you can use in here for your mental and physical states, and creams that you can use we'll do a workshop on how to make your own and that for itchy skin and things like that, or blisters. And sometimes you want to leave them, and just inhaling will help because you're still absorbing it from the inside out. So I go through some of that. If you're into crystals like me, I am a mad crystal person, then there's a section on crystals. And if you think crystals are insane and utterly pointless, then just ignore that chapter. What I've tried to do, because we're all different, and I have friends who their religion makes them not want to do yoga, and the same religion makes them want to do yoga. We are all different. So what I've tried to do is put loads of tools and assets in here so that you will find something that works for you. In the course wrap up, we talk about community empowerment, things we can do, and are you ready to transform your life and taking it further, how to speed up healing and reverse damage. So I go into detail here about the energy healing that I've done and used, and you can look at that on my other videos as well. So it's some really powerful stuff that goes down. And I also have a certificate for when you finish the course. And then I have some bonus chapters in here. I'm still going to upload these because they've taken me ages to upload and they keep failing. I've put some hypnotherapy sessions in here, which will also help reprogram your mind. And I'm adding, I've done the 10-minute yoga session. I'm adding a 30-minute yoga session in here as well, so that you can, sorry, yoga nidra. So I've already done the yoga ones, but these are the yoga nidra, and that is a non-movement one. It focuses on breathing techniques, and I'm going to add in here, which I'm just uploading now, is a breathing exercise session that you can follow me on how to work with your breathing. So I'm going to give you all the tools that you could possibly need, and honestly, I'm so excited with this course because it's everything I wish I had. And I started off by doing this research and learning it for myself. But I was also driven by the fact that I'm not going to live a life like that. I'm not going to go there. Absolutely not. And I went from a size 20 to a size 14. I was creating ketones and eating my own muscle mass, and it was horrendous. It was absolutely horrifying. And I do not want my son or daughter to go through this. I don't want them to go through it. My sister's brother, parents, they just didn't understand any of this, and I'm really pleased with this course. So anyway, I hope you see the appeal of everything that's in there. And I'm going to add a few more things in as before I go live, but I have created an official launch date to start at the end of this week, which is March the 20th, 2025. And the beginning of the new year, really. I never do my New Year resolutions in January. I always start with a new year in March. And it's all about Easter, renewal, rebirth, changing. And if you follow the program, within 30 days, you'll change your life around. And then over time, you will reintroduce things back into your life. And I give you the things that are controversial, and you can take and leave what feels comfortable with you. And I just think there's so much mixed information out there. Who the heck do you believe? Even when you see different nurses and doctors, they give you a totally different take on it. And it's because they've done their own research and things like that. But I just found that really confusing. So what I've tried to do is break it all down into sizable chunks that make sense. So you can just have a cup of tea, listen to it, or put it on while you're in the bath, relax, and just slowly build up your power of knowledge. Knowledge is power. So I just think this information hub is absolutely fantastic. And I hope you think so too. And I hope to see you there because I'd love to work with you and help mentor you. And I want everyone to feel as happy and as free as I do. I I just never thought this was possible. And I still am working with a lot of people who have diabetes and PCOS, and they just feel like, what's the point in living? And I was there. And I really didn't think that you could turn that around. So you can. And even if you've been juggling this for many years, you can still improve your healing journey and how much you heal. And I won't let anybody put limitations on me with how much I can and cannot heal. I like to live in a world that is limitless. So it's lovely speaking to you, and I hope to get to know you a little bit better soon. Have a great day.